let's talk about some of my bare minimums for a boyfriend. Before anyone comes for me, I'm fully aware that the girlfriend must partake in her own version of this. I'm just talking about the boyfriend perspective. Number 1, he asks you to be his girlfriend. If you don't ask me to be your girlfriend, we're not dating. Man up and pop the question. Number 2 is flowers. I'm not going to ask my boyfriend to get me flowers. You just have to want to do that. Number 3 is being fully honest. It's not a win when you find a guy to be honest. That's just the bare minimum. Number 4, they celebrate your successes. Your boyfriend should be your biggest cheerleader. Why would I be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't celebrate my biggest successes? It just doesn't make sense. Number 5, he posts me. I know that social media is controversial, but I just think why not show who you're dating and show me off to your friends and family. Number 6, he opens the door for me. Whether it's a car door, a building door, whatever it is, he better be opening it. It's just common decency. Number 7, he respects my boundaries. If our boundaries don't align, what's the point of us even dating? It's just going to be constant fighting. Number 8, he drives most of the time. If we're going on a date, please and thank you, pick me up. I'm not finding my own way there. Number 9, he's fully loyal to you. Let me make this very clear. If your boyfriend's liking random bikini pictures on Instagram, following a bunch of Instagram models, still talking to his ex, whatever it is, that is an automatic red flag. Him not doing that isn't the bare minimum. That's just like the standard. As a partner, you should be fully for me, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. Number 10, he gives you words of affirmation, meaning he compliments you, he reassures you, he tells you he loves you. I feel like I don't even have to explain this one. If we're dating, you better be showing me the love. Also, I'm just using my go-to Makeup by Mario palette. Number 11, he plans dates for you guys. I shouldn't have to beg to be taken out. He should be planning it for us to show his effort and show how much he cares. And number 12, he's open with his phone. He should be okay with leaving his phone open or upright in front of you. Also, Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, the best. I'm not saying this is an invitation for you to go through his phone. Just the principle of him leaving his phone out shows that he's not doing anything suspicious. And those are 12 of my bare minimum standards. I know everyone's different, but I think it's time to start holding these men to a higher accountability. The L'Oreal Paradise Mascara is so good. Look at the difference. Saying if he wanted to, he would is so real. Get you a man that does the bare minimum and 10 times that. Anyways, this is the final makeup look. Love you. Let's talk about 10 signs that your partner is toxic. I just want to start by saying I feel like society has really normalized toxic relationships, making it seem glamorized to have high highs and low lows, when in reality, that is a toxic relationship. You're with a person you love, you feel like they're your best friend, you feel calm and steady. If you're in a toxic relationship, my best advice to you is to leave that relationship. Yes, I do think people can change, but it is so hard for them to change. You're better off just moving on. So here are 10 signs you have a toxic partner. So I just used the Iconic London Super Smoother and it went on so nicely. Number 1, there's constant criticism. If he's coming at you for any minor thing, it could be not doing the laundry, whatever it is. It could be small. If he criticizes you, no. You shouldn't be walking on eggshells around him afraid of when he's gonna fucking explode. Number 2, he's controlling. He doesn't let you wear certain things. He doesn't like you going out with your friends. He's trying to look through your phone. Whatever it is, that is just unacceptable behavior. You guys are your own independent people, and he doesn't have a right to control you and what you do. Number 3, you don't feel like a better person when you're around them. Your partner should uplift you and make you feel like the best version of yourself. If you feel like they're bringing you down, it's most likely because your relationship is toxic. Number 4, they're always right. Even if you come to them with a problem, they're gonna somehow end up on top being right. A relationship is with 2 people, and of course any couple is gonna fight even if you're in a healthy relationship, but there should never be one person that's always right. Number 5, they try to isolate you from your friends. One way they can do this is by saying that they just hate your friends, and that's just gonna subconsciously make you drift away from them a little bit. This is the Persona blush in the shade of Jam. It's so gorgeous. Number 6, you're more upset than you are happy. It is the biggest red flag if you are genuinely more upset than happy, and I know the good times are very, very good, but still, it's not worth it. Number 7, they gaslight you into thinking that your problems are irrelevant. Number 8, the relationship is sex driven. You guys fight a lot, but then you make up and have great sex, so that's what keeps the relationship going. Number 9, your friends and family tell you to leave him. I'm telling you, when you're in a relationship, you have your love goggles on. Your friends and family have an outside perspective, and they just want you to be happy. So why would they be telling you to dump him if they genuinely thought he was good for you? And number 10, you two are trauma bonded, meaning your relationship is tied off of either one or both of your guys' trauma, and you guys just put that on each other and use it as excuses for your behavior. The more trauma they put on you, the harder it's going to be for you to leave. This shade in the NYX Truffle Nude, why is this perfect? Anyways, I love you guys to pieces, and this is the final makeup look. Let's talk about 8 green flags in men. Everyone always is talking about their red flags, but let's cut them some slack and give them some credit for a second for the good ones. Number 1, he's action oriented. He can't just be all talk and say he's gonna do stuff. He actually has to act upon his words. Also, just in general, a man that takes initiative for things is just like hot. Number 2, he isn't intimidated by your power. Obviously, every girl is different, but for the ones that want to be like boss girl vibes, it's so bomb when a man like respects and supports that rather than gets like insecure about it. Like, I don't want to feel that I have to belittle myself and make myself less to make him feel more secure. Fuck that. Number 3, he has strong communication skills. It is so bomb when a man is willing to have open communication, talk about his emotions. He doesn't get afraid of it. Number 4, he has a strong relationship with his family. It's so nice when a guy is close with his mom, close with his family. It just shows how well he treats women and shows what your future family could look like. Also, I'm using the Makeup by Mario contour sticks to contour and chisel my face. But it's definitely important to pay attention to the dynamic because you don't want him to be like mama's boy, because that is just like another red flag in itself. Number 5, he's genuinely secure within himself. This is a huge like deal breaker for me, just because if a man's secure within himself, A, he's confident, which is so attractive, and B, he's not busy controlling you because he's confident in the relationship as well. Number 6, he actually listens to you and respects your boundaries. For some reason, the average guy like refuses to actually listen to what you say. It like goes out in one ear, out the other. A man that actually listens is husband material, because that's how a relationship is going to build, by you guys listening to each other and respecting each other. For blush, I'm using a combo of the Persona Jam and Nude Sticks Pink Ice. It's such a pretty combo. I'm actually sick. Number 7, he puts in effort to actually get to know your friends and family. Your man should want to be a part of your life and be a part of the people's lives that you care so much about. It's so important that he makes an effort with this. And number 8, he remembers the little things that make you happy. Going in with the iconic London shade Original. If he remembers just like the little things that you say and do and want, that is the most attractive thing ever, because A, it shows him listening, and B, it shows he cares. It's him putting in the effort, and it's hot, okay? Let me know if you guys want part 2 to this. I gotta finish up my makeup real quick and come back. I fully forgot to finish the end of that look, but here's another end of a look. Love you guys. Let's talk about 10 things I wish I knew about being in a serious relationship. This is coming from a girl who's been in a relationship for 6 years. Number 1, I would rather be called crazy than to let somebody disrespect my peace. In the early stages of a relationship, you'll find yourself wanting to hold back and kind of be like the chill girlfriend when you find out different things, but you come to realize that it's like not worth it. Just don't be afraid of what other people think, and don't be afraid of looking crazy, because at the end of the day, this is your life and you're the one who's in control of your destiny. The combo of the Refi Primer with the Milk Primer is unmatched. Number 2, when in doubt, always talk it out. It's so easy to be internally battling different problems, and you're in a relationship for a reason. There's 2 of you, so talk about it. There have been multiple times in my relationship where I've just bottled up my emotions, and eventually I exploded. It's just how human nature works. Number 3, a man that compares you to other women is absolutely not the man for you. When men are liking other girls' pictures on Instagram, or following Instagram models, or watching porn, that's them comparing those women to you. I feel like a lot of women sweep it under the rug because they think, oh, like all men do this. Guess what? No, they don't. You just haven't found a good one. Number 4, you can still grow individually during a relationship. I feel like a lot of people think that you can't do self-growth when you're in a relationship, but that's just not true. If you put in the time and energy to work on yourself, you're totally able to grow as a person. The key to doing this is just by taking time for yourself and pursuing your own ambitions and living your own life, and having your partner be an addition to that. Number 5, being too comfortable is such a real thing. Being too comfortable is a bad thing because you rely on that person so heavily, and if you guys were to break up, like, you won't be okay. A big way to break that comfortability is by living your own lives, like I said previously. You guys just have to have your own space, because if you spend every second with them or at their house, you're just gonna become so tied to them, and that's when things get a little bit scary. Number 6, vocalize what you want in the bedroom. This is super important because if you're gonna be with this person for a long time, you wanna make sure you're getting pleasured. It's key to open this conversation early on into your relationship. That way you get comfortable with talking about sex. You don't want sex to be this awkward conversation in your relationship. The more open you're about it, the better. I'm running out of time for the last few, so let me know if you want part 2.